All right, good morning, art and drama students. Welcome to day 2 of remote learning. This is the lesson overview where I explain to you what we are doing and what is happening today. This way that we can reserve the chat box for questions only. So please get in the habit of watching this lesson overview. Hopefully you can play it today now that it's running from my YouTube channel. Couple of announcements. There are 165 of you in this class. Oh my God. So listen up, okay? There are some things that we need to do in order to make this work. You go through and you read this PowerPoint. Click the videos. Let me know if the links are not working. But don't all of you let me know at once, okay? Call your group, okay? Or some, like half of your group. FaceTime them. Reach out to them. You're not going to their house, but somehow contact them so you could kind of work on it together. Okay, you're not playing around, you're just kind of working, and what I want you to do is I want you to talk about the content. Only type questions about the lesson in the chat box. The chat box is not a place for you to socialize. Paste creative work in the group slides. So just so you know, you have a group Google Doc and you have group slides. You have them inside of your drive. I shared them with you. So if you could see, if I go to my group work right here, I should be able to find all of your work. I can monitor all of your group right here, or all of your work right here. So if I go ahead and I just randomly, randomly pick a group. Let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. I could go ahead at the end of every day and see what's been happening, kind of like in the group discussion. And then go ahead and let's see, history. And then I could go ahead and see the conversation that's been happening. If I go help version, see version history. I could go ahead and at the side, if you guys look at the side, I can see who was contributing to the discussion, who typed what, and who was working on when, on what question when. So everyone, I'm going to make sure that you're talking. So this was Monday's discussion, and I can see that the students went ahead and they went through and they had a conversation about what beauty was. Each student kind of contributing what they thought beauty was in their own words. This is another student's opinion, what beauty is. Okay? And then it lets me know, we have a group digital portfolio assignment. Dun, dun, dun. So how do you get to your digital portfolio? It's in the same folder. Again, this is kind of like a place where all of your work goes. All right? And then if I click here, this is Group 20's digital portfolio. They haven't done it yet. That's okay. They will see this video and they'll go, oh, we need to do that. And they'll understand. And I understand that it's going to take you guys a while. So all of your work for today is always going to be in the same 2 documents. It should tell you what day we're on. So I could go ahead. Oh, look at all this work that Grace typed. I can see what Grace was typing. Grace. This is all Grace. Grace is adding on to what they said, and you could see that Grace was editing and adding more examples. Way to go, Grace. Okay, go to Wednesday, April 29th. That is today. So you could see we have some questions about allegory of the cave starting out, and then go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Then we have questions about Asher Lev's painting. Okay, so I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, Miss Colpera, you're extra. How am I going to answer questions about Asher Lev? I haven't read the book. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand the book. Well, if you go back to the PowerPoint, the class PowerPoint, it's designed to take you through so you can answer these questions. Before we get started, a couple of things. Tech issues happen. Do not freak out. I will work on fixing the PowerPoint so you can play the videos. Keep calm. Don't flip out in the chat room. Some norms. Keep yourself muted, please. Only use the chat box to ask questions related to the lesson. Type on your Google Doc during class time. This is your discussion place. You may call each other. So the chat box is not the discussion place. You can ask me, Mr. Rivera and I, questions, right? But like, because you don't understand something, and we'll help you, but it's not a place for you guys to talk to each other. Because once again, we have too many people in the class, 165 of you. So don't drive us crazy. Students who do not follow these norms, an email will be sent to the principal. I will not give warnings. So I'm just going to write down your name if you are not muting yourself and you're being disruptive. And that's that. Everyone else, you go ahead and you do this PowerPoint on your own. You watch the lesson overview. You have a party. Here are the unit concepts. You don't have to linger on this too long. I'll put this every sort of day, but this is where we're going. We're doing self-love in the identity box, beauty. Traveling down, we're growing, we're learning about the cave Asher. They're going to inspire us to seek knowledge. And we're going to take off our masks. So that's our journey. More about the lesson. The objective is that you are going to understand Plato's allegory of the cave and what 5 or more symbols in the cave represent. How many symbols? 5. How many symbols? 5. Okay? And you're going to collaborate together in the Google Doc, and you're going to write about the cave. Recognize the importance and the relevance of Plato's cave. So the cave, what is it? It's a story that we're going to learn about today, and it connects to history and Asher Lev. Create a drawing of the cave. So you are going to draw a picture of the cave. In your sketchbook, you can use pencil, pastel, Sharpie, and you're going to label it. You're going to write what the 5 symbols represent. You are going to prepare today for a Socratic seminar for Asher Lev by reading, and there are questions in your document. You will answer 6 text-based questions on Asher Lev. So, cave first, Asher Lev second. Here we go. This is your checklist for today's lesson. You got 3 group questions on the cave, 6 group questions on Asher Lev, and then your creative work is in slides. You will paste a drawing of the cave with 5 or more symbols and a pastel drawing or digital collage of your truth. So this can be done after class is over, right? Maybe you want to focus on the group work right now, do your individual creative work later. Again, docs is group. Docs is group. Today, the slides are more individual. You're pasting everything there. But everything can be seen by your group. So you have your own section. So if you go down to the slides, you'll see that every group member has a section. You would type your name here. So for example, this is Alexandra's and Candy's. So I'm going to write Alexandra Aguilar. And this is all Alexandra's work. So Alexandra will paste her picture of the cave here, right? And then if she's going to do a drawing of her truth, her Asher Lev painting, she would paste that there. You could see that if you scroll down, you could find group member 2. So that could be Grace Castro. And all of Grace Castro's work is here. Again, you guys are only doing these 2 slides today. And you could do that at the end, you know, kind of after class is over. Focus on talking about the cave first. Go back over to the slides, okay? And then what you do is you kind of go through and you watch the different videos. This is me acting out the cave. Drama, if you want to act out the cave and post a video in your slides instead of drawing, I encourage that. I'm sort of modeling the beginning of it right here. And then I go through and I talk to you about different words like oppression is when you feel less, like when you feel bad, you're made to feel less. Ignorant is when someone goes ahead, when you're kind of like in this dark cave and you know nothing. You don't think we have already thought what you think, don't see, well, show the truth. Basically, people are covering your eyes and your mouth. They're keeping you from speaking, and they're keeping you kind of in a dark cave. And then you go through and you follow. Right here, I gave you an extra slide with all of the videos from Beauty is in the Eye of the Beholder. Why? Because I think some of you haven't seen it yet. Let me know if you can't play these. So if you have to catch up and go back and do some questions, you can do that today. Here is the group work. Make sure that you have this document open. Wednesday, April 29th, when you're working on the group work, it's a discussion space. And you're going to go through, you're going to read these slides, and you're going to go ahead and you are going to try to figure out what the cave has to do with history. There's a video here by TED Talk. And then there are a lot of hints to chat with your group. What does each symbol in the cave represent? What do you guys think it means? Then I give you hints. So here, if you click this video, this is a video, I'm going to tell you what the cave has to do with history. If you want to read the text of the cave, it is right here. Right here. Go ahead, click here. And then you have the text of the cave. You could go ahead, you could follow along. You could read as a group. You could act it out. If you want to hear someone read it, you could click here and it should play. My YouTube is lagging. There we go. So I click that, right? So then it's going to kind of like read and play the cave to you, right? So you could read the cave, answer the questions. You could use the PowerPoint. Ultimately, I want you to be like the philosopher who leaves the cave. So I want you to be like Asher. I want you to get out of the cage. Out of the cage. It is like a cage. So please go, please get out, please click all of these videos. Every video explains it. Then we're going to transition to Asher Lev. This is me explaining Asher's final painting. Please click that video, go down, and then you're going to read Asher Lev. This part you could do individually. Go ahead and click the video. Most of class is us reading Asher Lev together. And then you return to the group discussions and you guys will answer seminar part 1, the group discussions about Asher's painting. And that is the bulk of the lesson, really, is answering the questions about the reading, answering the questions about the cave. Beyond that, you have creative visual journal time. So you would go to your Google Slides, you would post your picture of the cave. Here's an example of me drawing the cave. You could click that video. And then you have, here's the processing assignment for drawing the cave. And then you have a checklist. You could go ahead, you could draw your truth. That would be a day closing and extension activity. What does truth look like for you? So this is Asher Lev's truth. What does your truth look like? And then you do the exit slip. You should be doing the exit slip. We're 15 minutes into class right now, but you should be doing the exit slip at 12:25 today. And we're going to see where you are and then click submit. All of these assignments right here are extra credit. You go ahead, you can email me additional work that you do and paste it in your digital portfolio. In your digital portfolio, you can add additional slides, additional drawings that you did. That's totally up to you. Again, just to reiterate about the group stuff, all of the lessons are here, right? So you could kind of like see where we're going. So you just find the correct slide. If you want to do it individually and then paste it in, that's completely fine. But you're not moving ahead. You're not going to May 4th. You're not going to May 6th. All you're doing today is you're doing the discussion questions for April 29th. I hope this video was helpful, and please just ask me in the chat box if you have any additional questions. Just know that I can see the different version histories, and I can see who's typing what. I'm so excited to look at your group work today. Please be polite and kind, and let's lift each other up. May you all be happy and healthy. Namaste.